guys, Carly here.
Emma here.
Just want to say welcome to our first YouTube video. We can't be thankful enough for you guys doing Journey of Karma with us. It's been kind of incredible and it's awesome. So now it's a little bit of Journey with Karma.
Yeah, totally.
So we posted a photo a few days ago just in regards to questions. Both Emma and I get a lot of questions just about our journey and our struggles, ups and downs, what we're eating, how much we're eating, all of that. So we do our best to answer the questions, and we wanted to just give an opportunity to you guys to ask any direct questions. And so we're going to take a few minutes and answer those that a few of you have totally directed at us. So
first question, do you get tired of BBG and switch up your workouts? If so, what type of workouts? So we have stopped doing BBG about 2 months ago. I personally started doing weightlifting with a program that I got from a private trainer, and Carly started doing hammer and chisel from Beachbody.
Beachbody, yeah. So I think that honestly, BBG was absolutely incredible, wonderful for both of us. Kind of got us back into a program because sometimes it's hard to stick to a program, and it gave us that full-on, typed out, explained, simple to do at home, and it gave us results, so it was wonderful. But I don't know about you guys, I need to switch things up just from a personal standpoint to keep me in the gym. So just personal preference, I think, and a little bit both of us ready to push our bodies in a different way. So now we're trying weightlifting, and she's been doing it for about a month and a half, longer than I have, but I kind of got obsessed with seeing her results, so now I'm working on it.
Yeah, and we also seen a bit of plateau at a certain point. I personally started seeing myself a little bit too skinny from doing BBG with a bit of too much cardio, if I say. So switching it up was pretty good for us.
I just got kind of lazy and let the clock run out before I moved on. So that's my own problem.
Yeah. Next question. Do you guys use fake tanner? If so, what would you recommend?
I do not use fake tanner. If you have a recommendation, please tell us, because I'm from Seattle, she's from Montreal, not much sun.
Pretty white.
So, yeah, definitely give us your opinions.
Yeah.
Most of the brands we've seen that we do like are in Australia, so we don't have them here.
I wasn't a good friend. Forgot to bring them back from Australia. So yeah. Next question. Do you know of any great resources to find new clean eating recipes online?
I think that I love Pinterest personally. I look, but I kind of look up my favorite foods. So, like, she was looking through a magazine last night, and you learn to find adjustments. So, places where there's oils or butters or salts, you find things that you like to switch up. So, I know I've started using Greek yogurt for a lot of replacements, or coconut oil for a lot of replacements. So, it is learning.
Totally, and it's being able to replace something that's not really healthy. Just like yesterday, we were looking at a recipe, stuffed tomatoes. Looked amazing, but with bacon, we were just not sure if it was the healthiest way. So we thought maybe turkey bacon and take out the cheese, do something like that. So yeah. And
clean eating doesn't need to be boring. I think one thing we've learned is that you find the foods that you really enjoy and the foods that you really like, and you incorporate it into your daily meals. I know at the beginning, both of us were very not strict necessarily, but unaware, just not educated on it. So it was, okay, we have to have broccoli and chicken every single meal, and
with no rice. No carbs.
Yeah. So, if we had carbs, it was in the morning, and it was we were a little bit too strict, but then our cheat meals were the entire pizza. So it was like,
not the best.
There was not really a balance, and it wasn't a lifestyle that either of us could necessarily keep up. So it's been a learning process for sure.
Yeah.
But clean eating isn't too difficult. It's just a lot to learn.
I think, it's knowledge.
Yeah.
And once you know the wheels, it's kind of easy to just get around and, like, trust us. We do nice meals. We never get bored. As much as I could eat chicken all the week, I try to switch it up with veggies, with the seasoning I use. Breakfast is always a big party for me. So
I love breakfast.
Yeah, always easy to switch up.
And we also want to keep it enjoyable for those in our life. So we don't want to make it boring for anybody else. And we are really hoping to motivate and inspire others. So if we're sitting there eating chicken breasts and broccoli every day, I don't think anybody would want to jump on our bandwagon. So some people it works for them, which is awesome. And keep it up, because it's not a bad thing. I just get really bored and
Yeah.
will end up binging on something I shouldn't. So.
Right. All right, next question. What are some of your go-to snacks when you find yourself close to resorting to unhealthy food because you're so hungry? I often struggle to think of a healthy alternative to having a half bagel or something if it's right in front of me, because finding satisfying snacks is so hard.
Obsession?
Yes.
Almond butter and protein powder.
Totally.
Beyond obsession. Might sound weird. We use Woman's Best protein,
Yeah.
and I don't know what it is about it, but it has this perfect sweetness to it.
Yeah.
So,
Might look like cat food.
yeah,
but
it's not the
pretty
most
good.
appealing, but you can also, what I'll do sometimes, so I don't look like I'm eating something really just weird and strange at
Yeah.
work, I'll roll it into a ball. Again, if this is a recipe you guys would like, it's simple, just contact us, but I add a few more oats to it, or I add
Yeah.
a few more, little bit more protein to it so that it's not like a sticky ball, but I do like cookie dough texture, so I'll
Yeah.
keep mine a little bit gooier. But that's also, not everyone has protein powder. So if you're somebody who's at home and you're just learning clean eating, we love frozen fruit. So
Yeah.
I'll freeze grapes or berries, bananas. Take a frozen banana, blend it up with some unsweetened almond milk.
Yeah.
Throw a few coconut shreddings into it. That's really good. Totally understand wanting to grab that bagel. Or when we lived in Japan,
It was really hard.
it was hard. There's nothing
Yeah.
in English. You couldn't read a label if you wanted to, and we knew what a cracker looked like, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, I think the first time I tried to buy peanut butter, and this was the beginning of our journey, but I wanted to try some peanut butter. I ended up buying, like, a peanut butter jelly spread
That was so sweet.
like, I could literally, I don't even know. It was, like, doing its own twerk dance
Yeah.
of some sort, and it was not, I think it maybe had a peanut recipe or
Yeah.
ingredient in it, but it wasn't peanut butter. So, we had a lot of saltine crackers, and
Yeah.
that was just because it was something that we knew what it was. And for those of you who have talked about being in a dorm or not having resources, we were eating buffet food. So awesome.
Every day.
Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, wonderful food. But we didn't have a kitchen to go and be like, okay, here's my groceries. Here's my food that I know
Yeah.
is clean eating. It was really like, okay, we know the pastas are over there. We know the cheeses are over there.
And
I
don't
need
go
to,
there.
I need to stay on this side. So
Yeah.
it was learning, and don't get us wrong, we went to that side of
Yeah.
the cafeteria often and would
But-
binge. But
Mhm. We're also aware of the good side. So we had a huge salad bar where we had tuna for protein and eggs. We had sometimes chicken that was cooked in maybe something we didn't know. So that was a bit hard.
yeah, but you also don't want to get obsessive about it.
Yeah.
And I think that we both have gone through our obsessive stages
Yeah.
where you start to kind of get concerned. So it is important to have snacks. I know one thing we also do is we like to portion out things. So earlier in the week, we'll portion out our snacks, or have a jar of mixed nuts on your counter and just start learning what you're craving. And I know for us, we do crave sweets. And so for us to do the peanut butter with the protein, it really works out.
Yeah.
So.
I also do sometimes a brown rice cake with almond butter or peanut butter. That's a good snack to have probably in the morning, and just dash a bit of cinnamon on there or chop up some banana.
Yeah, I've done it too with cinnamon and a little bit of stevia, so
Yeah.
that's good too. Get a little cinnamon toast, which I used to do when I was little.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Music's on.
My
Do you want
bad.
to get the next one?
Yeah.
It's this one.
Okay, if you were to suggest one meal plan that is worth buying, what would you recommend? I'm extremely picky, so planning my meals myself gets repetitive and boring. Great question.
Yeah.
Like we said, we weren't able to buy meal plans because we were in Japan. So
Yeah.
we did a lot of research. Obviously we've told you guys started with Ashley Bynes' Booty Challenge, which was wonderful.
Yeah.
We did Kayla's guides. All of them had awesome meal plans and recommendations.
Mm-hmm.
We more or less just looked at it from what can we take from it? What do we notice? All of
Yeah.
them had 5 or 6 meals a day. One thing that I have honestly loved is the 21-day fix from Beachbody. I think we both went
Yeah.
through a phase where we didn't know how many carbs or proteins
Yeah.
to have.
Just going a bit here and there,
And we're both visual learners, so it's one thing when you sit there and you study a fitness person that you love, and you're kind of like, okay, I want to follow everything that they have. But truthfully, I don't like some of the same foods they
No.
do. And so that was really difficult. And so with the 21-day fix, it gave me containers, and it was a visual thing for me. So learning to count macros, but not in a counting way, really, really helped me, because I don't know how to count macros, or I didn't want to count calories, because I've gone through a stage in my life where I was very strict on calorie counting, and it didn't lead to positive things. So it's preference, but a specific meal plan, no. I've gone off of the foods that I enjoy.
Yeah.
Steal recipes and snacks from her.
Steal hers.
Yeah.
And
so.
just sharing stuff, asking people around. Look around Facebook, look around Instagram, hashtag the stuff you like, hashtag clean eating.
Yeah, or feel free to contact us. We can totally do a video in our day of what we eat. One thing I think for you guys to know, we eat 5 or 6 meals a day. We eat every 2 or 3 hours, and they're all substantial meals. So I'd say if you are a calorie counter, it's about 300 to 400 calories per meal.
Per meal, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And sometimes we just go in the bag of berries and eat it all. So.
Yeah, a jar of peanut butter occasionally disappears. I have no idea how.
I love the way you guys look gorgeous and fit without looking too bulky. Well, thank you. I know this is a cliche, but how to avoid getting too bulky? Maybe training only with body weight instead of lifting weights. I prefer looking more thin and defined, but not too big muscles. Thanks so much. Well,
I think we completely agree.
Yeah, we agree. We don't want to look bulky at all, but I think in the way we look right now, we lift weight. It's important, and that's what will make you lean, actually, along with a bit of cardio. But we're not lifting millions of kilos, but still.
Because we're not strong enough, to be honest. But I think it's about finding the right program also. We have found that by having a personal trainer, or which Emma's been doing, I've been following a fitness program, at-home fitness program, because I don't have a gym membership. So I'm using dumbbells, but we do lift. We lift quite a bit of weight, and it's definitely helped us with creating lean muscle, which then helps you burn fat. So it's not about being bulky. Those women that look bulky, if you think they eat for it. But we're probably eating around 1,800 calories a day. So we're not restricting ourselves. We do feed our body carbs. If you want to feed that hungry bum, you got to give it something. So I think it's learning. But again, you guys, if you go through our Instagram, you've seen there's been ups and downs. I mean, I went through a whole phase this winter with food intolerances. So you learn, you really do, and it can be scary sometimes. So don't be afraid, but also realize you have to stick to it. You won't see a difference right away in some things, and that's scary. And so when you do start to bulk, or I know Emma went through an experience with maybe losing her abs but gaining other things, and
it's hard. Like, I was at a point around Christmas where I had really defined abs, and I was really thin because I was doing a lot of cardio with BBG and lifting on the side. So I got really little, and then I was a bit concerned about it, and my boyfriend was telling me, you look a bit thin. So I changed things up, and I upped my carbs a lot, I upped my protein, and I started seeing my abs go away totally, which I was a bit sad about. But then I saw my booty growing, so it's a bit give and take. And
so a few of these questions are overlapping. So just in regards to stopping eating delicious fatty foods, we just don't buy it. My fatty foods are my peanut butters. So
totally.
Just change up what your grocery list looks like. It's hard, but you can do it. Again, exercise for the week. We aren't doing BBG anymore. So so you guys know, we did start off with Ashley Bynes. So we did 28 days of Ashley Bynes Booty Challenge, went straight into BBG. Did BBG Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, we would repeat workouts from Ashley Bynes. Okay, so we did that for about 4 months after that. Then we started on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays slowly get into weightlifting. Then for the past 2 months, only weightlifting. So 6 days a week, Sundays are rest day.
And we're starting a new program as well.
Yeah.
We'll talk a bit more about it later on.
Yeah.
But so April 18th.
April 18th, we're starting a new program, 90 days. So we're going to bring you guys into it. Food portions, good question. Don't want to keep you guys too much longer, but food portions, again, I use the 21-day fix. It helps me. We try and...
I guess it depends also on your height. Carly and I won't eat probably the same amount of carbs. I'm taller. I'm a lot taller. It's a bit scary sometimes. She's smaller, so I'll probably eat a bit more carbs and protein as well. So I usually go with the good old method of your palm.
Yeah.
But I'll be getting into all that Beachbody stuff, so hopefully getting that 21-day fix to help me be a little bit more precise about that. But portion control is so important.
Yeah, use the palm method with proteins. Again, remember, we were traveling for the first 6 months of our journey, so we had to know that that serving spoon they put out there is a serving. It's not 10 of those. So that was difficult. So just learn all of that. But we don't follow a specific, like, this is for you program. So I would say right now 21-day fix is definitely our go-to. So feel free to contact us about that. It says, but my questions when you were doing Kayla and Ashley in the beginning, was that all you did and how many hours did you work out daily? And now you're doing Beachbody, how long are these workouts? Great question.
Yeah.
We worked for an international resort company, 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
We didn't have a lot of time, so we do walk in the mornings.
We woke up early.
Yeah.
Looked terrible.
Yeah.
And a bit grumpy. But we did an hour walk pretty much every morning.
But honestly, what we think we've learned is 30 minutes is plenty. Just get your bum out of bed, wake up, do a quick walk before breakfast. Other than that, all of our workouts, BBG, ASHI, weightlifting, they're all under an hour.
Yeah.
So our workouts are no more than an hour. We don't have that much time. I'd say most of my workouts are 35 to 40 minutes. So it's what you have time for.
Yeah. I'll go probably over an hour if I do a big stretch after. But yeah, not over an hour.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So thanks so much for your guys' questions. Keep contact with us, and we are hoping to do a little bit more of Journey with Karma. So keep following the YouTube, and I don't think we can thank you guys enough. So
if you have more questions, don't hesitate. Email us, DM us. We'll answer as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll take a bit of time because we also have lives and work. But yeah, totally here for you guys, and so thankful for you being there for us and keeping us accountable.
We now on our Snapchat, go ahead and head over there, Journey of Karma. We try and post a little bit more about our foods or our random daily craziness.
Being silly, twerking, stuff like that.
Yeah, so hoping to show you guys a little bit more of us. So thank you again. Let us know your questions. We're together for a little bit longer, so hopefully maybe we can do another video. Share this around. Our goal is definitely just to help motivate and inspire. And we want to share with you guys our stories because they're both unique and different, but at the same time, we are real people. Yes. So
we struggle with talking. I struggle a lot with R's.
Yes.
And the number 3.
Number 3. She speaks French, by the way. That's her first language. Yeah. When we met, she didn't speak English.
Have French questions. You're from Montreal. You're from France. I'm from Montreal. Just in DM. You can DM in French if you like to, and I'll reply to you.
Yes. So thanks, guys, and have a great day. Awesome fitness journey. You deserve it, and can't thank you guys enough.
Yeah. Bye.